Hello everyone, welcome to Guild Wars Week 8 Day 1. It is a yellow day today against Anonymous, so at least we got the easy team against one of the harder guilds. Though, Black Dragon, as of this current moment, is in number 1. They might be trying to be the 5th guild to ever get first. Currently, as far as first is concerned, Strat Gem yesterday, or the other week, became the 4th guild to ever get first. So far, it is my guild of Dragon's Peak, Intrum Anonymous, and Strat Gem have all gotten first. So maybe Black Dragon will be the 5th. They're definitely fighting for it. So let's just get into our battle. Just double check that it is indeed yellow and get into our yellow team. And if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to just leave them, because we are recording these as live streams now, so we will have the live chat over to the side. It should be working. Hello, Joe. Welcome. Where is my yellow team anyways? Pure yellow. There it is. Okay. Ooh, a Scion. That is definitely very annoying against what we're up, or what we're using right now. So any Scion team will just have to switch to a blue-purple, as we normally do, in order to counter out its colors, and should be good to go. So do that. Nice, and yeah, just keep taking blue and purple. He does have a Death Knight last slot, but with the team that we're using, that won't matter at all, because we do not actually aim at the last slot. That's actually a little bit weird that he has that as his defense team. For Kraken Green Day, it would be okay, or Purple Day, but for Yellow Day, not so much, because there's nothing that's actually going to hit the final slot. And yeah, let's just get into it. Hello, Teddy. Hello, ODX. Hello, Pandemonium. Hello, Henny. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, we'll just do this, and then we'll have our normal stream as we normally do at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, which is exactly 3 hours from now. Though if you're watching this after the fact, we're probably doing it right now. Because it'll still take me a little while for this video to go up. Like, we'll be streaming this right now, and then it won't be up until, well, if I remember to post it, it won't be up until about an hour after. This is technically like us recording the video, and then me posting it would be like when I would normally post it. But we'll just doing it in a live format now, because it works out a lot better for pretty much everything. We get to stream every single day, as many people wanted, and it ends up saving me over an hour per day, so that definitely adds up over the course of a week. Hello, Bradkins. Hello, Belinda. Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, let's go take our blues right there, throw down the Gorgotha, and yeah, let's go from there. He does have a famine, and nice drop right there. We'll go and just explode on purple for the wide span, and as long as he doesn't drain us, we're good to go. And nope, we get a free extra turn right in there. Wow, those cascades. I hope we can do that for all of these battles. That would be really smooth. But we'll go and throw down, I guess, a famine at this point. Then again, he only has the one. Maybe I'll just Moloch it. Yeah, I'm just gonna Moloch it. Save the famine for later. And we only need 1 skull to poke that out, I believe. Yes, 1 skull is still enough, though there's none available, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to go for the explosion instead. What are good substitutes for Amnesia and Famine? For Guild Wars, I would assume you're referring to. For that's a little bit harder in this kind of team, because I don't believe you can get a good summon. All of the good summons on red-yellow are, on yellow day or red-yellow, so it's kind of blocked by Moloch. As far as Amnesia, you'd likely go some kind of yellow-purple for your assistance instead, and yellow-green probably for your famine. There aren't currently too many good options to replace out either of them, and you'd probably be better off just completely scrapping it and making a different team, or going a team that does not use every color. Because I don't mention that a lot either too, but sometimes if you don't have all of the really good cards to be able to make 4 times, you'll just have to maybe go 3 times instead, or go for, like for example, if you were to go 3 times, you would use something like a Mercy in your team, or an Alchemist. You would end up losing quite a few points per battle, but you'd probably be able to maintain a 100% win rate. And that's another option too to think of. If you happen to not have one of these, you'd likely go Mercy as one of them, and then go whatever colors you're still missing, which would then be purple, I believe. Purple yellow would be your final troop then. So you could do something like a purple, a Mercy, and then a purple yellow of some kind. Could also be an option. It wouldn't be the full amount of points, but it would give you most likely a much higher win rate than whatever you have now, unless you already have a 100% win rate. You lost to poison? Is that even possible? I have seen that happen sometimes in the past, but it is very rare to lose to poison. I've won because of poison before, But losing to poison is definitely pretty rare, at least this late in the game. Early on in the game, that's pretty common. But once you get like 20 plus HP, basically it never happens anymore. But it is possible. How did you do it? Like, was it assassin class or something? Oh, wait, you had everything dead, but death, plague, had poison you. Oh, yeah. Plague can be a little bit annoying with the new poison that he ended up getting. Mainly because he's really good at delaying. If he ends up getting your stats to basically all zeros and then you can't do anything, he'll just keep draining you over and over again, lowering down your stats to nothing, and then the poison will eventually just tick you down, if not his HP reduction on you. So yeah, I actually have had that happen before. Not since he's gotten poisoned, but a plague just reducing down my stats to the point that it was almost impossible for me to kill him. Don't normally see too many plagues these days though, so it's not really that much of an issue. Even after his buff, it didn't really get much more usage. Though I believe they mentioned that poison is going to be buffed in the future. So once it gets buffed, then maybe plague will be pretty viable. Because plague does have impervious. If they make poison really, really good, plague will probably start getting a lot of usage. Maybe even more than famine. Assuming that famine's getting a slight nerf, and then if poison gets buffed, then plague would technically be getting a slight buff. So that might change things slightly as far as seeing more plagues instead of so many famines. Though famine is pretty much always going to be around, unless they nerf him even harder. That's still really, really good value for his ability. You're in bracket 36. Why is there 3 traded mythics against you? It can happen. Brackets are based on the performance of the guild, not based on the performance of the people within the guild. So there can be just one insanely good, like level 1000 or something player within a guild that you may have to face. And they're likely always going to be the Paragon as well, so they'll have even more stats. So it is a little bit annoying how that is. But yeah, it is possible if you're in a lower bracket to have absolutely ridiculous Paragon battles, as well as whatever the one is called before the Paragon. Champion battles as well might be pretty hard as well. Like the final 2 battles, even at lower level guilds, may be ridiculously difficult depending on if they happen to have a very high level in their guild. That will happen sometimes. I know when I was doing it on my Let's Play account and my other account that it can happen. It doesn't happen too often, but it only needs to happen once to get completely wrecked, because it's likely almost impossible for you to be able to beat teams like that. Generally, what I end up doing on my other account is just using, I don't even bother doing a color-oriented team. I just use whatever my PvP team is and just hope that I can kill them. Some good strategies for that is using Barrier off a Dragonian Monk, using Devourers off of anything, and using those 2 in combination can be enough to actually be able to beat them. So that's normally my strategy going into them. I basically just ignore whatever the color is for the day and just go with that. That's about the only way you can really kill someone who has that much of an advantage over you. Because once you get a Devourer, you at least have the same stats as they have. And then once you get the barriers, you get to negate every single one of their damage instances fully. So it's definitely still winnable. Every battle is technically winnable if you go with things that go for the instant kills and stuff. Like you can even do Deathmark spam if you happen to have viable options for that, such as Creeping Death and Death, and those are mainly the 2. That or Death Knight class fully traded. Then just put in first slot, have it die, and hope you get lucky. Any of those combinations also work out pretty well, though that's a little bit more expensive going the Death Knight route. We'll go and take a little skull right there, and I do need to make sure he does not get a skull on us, or else he gets all of our Scion mana, which currently isn't enough for full, but still very dangerous. Okay, good. I did not give it a skull. It will give us a lot of green right there. Wow. So we'll go and take all of that green, and let me go double check chat real quick. I changed it slightly from yesterday. I believe it should be fine though. I moved it over to the left and I made a little box for it. Okay, I could actually move it down just a little bit more. It's kind of like curving up to the box or whatever it's doing there. But let me see. Yeah, I might need to adjust the size of it later because the top of it's fine. Problem is the bottom. I could actually probably adjust that now. Let me go do it now. Might as well. Let's see. Okay, so the top is perfectly fine. I just need to move the bottom down just slightly. So let me see. How about let's make it 500. I have it at 480 for whatever reason. Let's make it a solid 500. That might be exactly the length we need. So there we go. Oh no, more chats. Oh, there we go. Nope, that is slightly too far. Let's go with a 490. Let's see. Let me fix this real quick. 490. That work? 492 I think would be best. Let's see. Actually, no, that's kind of right. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe just slightly longer, like yeah, I'll make it like a 492. See if that goes perfect. Okay, 492, and boom, there we go. Okay, so I think the box is. Oh no, it just shifted some. What? Okay, maybe I should move it back to a 490. That was weird. Okay, that was really weird. No clue why I did that. Okay, I think it'll be fine at 490. I think that's about as best as I'm gonna get it without like really messing with it. Okay, so there we go. Anyways, back to the game. Where were we? We'll go and Amnesia right now. I do not want him taking that skull. We'll go for the purple, as that seems to have a pretty wide spread on it. You had 2 times Cabarrus in normal explorer. Bad doggies. Oh wow, that could be annoying though. At least they didn't have a Forest Guardian with them, and even if they did, they probably wasn't traded. So at least you probably didn't have to deal with them too hard. Though that is still very annoying having to have them like that. Okay, I almost want to throw Famine right here. That's the only thing we really have for decent damage. I do have to be scared of Bone Dragon, though not excessively, mainly because of the Gorgotha that we have. But I will do that, let it take a little bit more mana, and wait until we have it within 1-shot range. I believe it's already there. Let's see, 8, 11, 17, 34, 60. Oh, wait, yeah, that's way more than enough. Actually, I might have already had enough prior on the previous turn. But there we go, down it goes. We'll throw down Gorgotha, get our mana back up. I do have to worry since we don't have any mana drain right now, though it shouldn't be too hard to get up our Moloch right there. All we'll need is another solid explosion, and we're pretty much good to go. Let's go do that on red. Seems to be okay. Plus it's aiming directly at the color we already need. And we do end up getting all of our mana from it. Very nice. I don't know if I'm going to bother with a Moloch here. Guess we could kind of just throw it at him for damage sake. And then a Famine will be enough as a follow-up, or we can simply go for another Moloch. Ooh, interesting. Wait, how do we still get an extra turn? Oh, because the move I took previously was fine. Okay. Well, I guess I throw a Famine now? No, that's not enough damage. That is 36. That is slightly short. So I guess we'll just Gorgotha, even though that's a little bit of a waste, but we'll throw down the Gorgotha, at least cleanse off the freeze, if nothing else, and see what we can do from here. A skull will be enough to kill it. I don't believe I'm going to go for that method, though. I believe we're just going to go for a Famine, and then take a skull. I do not want to get refrozen, even though we can take it off easily just by exploding again, but it's just more convenient doing it this way. And, ooh, then again, maybe I should have, because now he gets... Oh, wait, never mind. It would have gotten the web regardless of which order I did that in. We can cleanse off the web just by casting, but for the cast of the web, we only do 3 explosions. But yeah, like if we do this right now, it's going to be useless. All it does is 3 explosions, but it does cleanse it off. But it does it in order of our explosion. Gets calculated, and then it cleanses. It doesn't do it in the other order, unfortunately. So we do get a reduced amount of explosions. I wanted to show that just because why not? We're already winning this battle, so it doesn't matter if we do. And at this point, nothing can really go wrong. I guess he could maybe kill our Famine if he gets very lucky. You'll need like 2-3 casts to do that, but that is very, very unlikely. So all you need to do is just get Moloch, get out Famine, get off any damage. There we go, double skull. I guess that's perfectly fine. And good to go. A percent out of 0? Wait, which one is percent? Oh, 5 out of 0. Okay, I was wondering which one you meant there. But yeah, a 3-2 and then 5-0. That's still pretty good. Great Maw, Inferno King, Princess Elspeth, and Dragon Egg Guild Wars Yellow Troop is pretty fun team. And it is kind of interesting. I never thought about like really using Princess Elspeth in Guild Wars. I always thought that that would kind of be a little bit of let's see, do we switch back to brown yellow? Yeah, we'll go for it. I thought that might be a little bit of an overkill, especially if your Princess Elspeth misses. Normally I use Princess Elspeth for extremely quick, but she tends to have a little bit of a lower win rate whenever you end up using her, which is why I don't ever bother using her within Guild Wars. But yeah, you can use fully traded Princess Elspeth. You can use it on damaged troops too to make sure that they stay alive. Like if one's about to die really soon, like if it only has like 5 HP left, you can just kill them out, get a new knight there, and then just keep going from there. But yeah, Princess Elspeth I guess would be okay. Doing a rush build with her though might not be the best of idea for consistency, because you might be able to get Guild Wars done a little bit quicker than most people, but you may end up getting quite a few more loses just due to her randomness, which is, I try to, whenever I build Guild War teams, I try to build them as with as little randomness as possible, though all of them do tend to have quite a bit of it, mainly because of just how many troops have random abilities on them. Well, like something like this, Famine is 100% consistent, Moloch is 100% consistent. The only two that are even remotely random are Gorgotha and Amnesia, though they are consistent enough that they aren't too random. Generally, with a Gorgotha, it'll pretty much clear out the board every time. With Amnesia, to clear out about 2/3 of the board. Plus, you actually get to see where all the initial explosions go. Like you can see, he's even reduced on magic, and we just exploded the entire board except for one red. So we pretty much know whenever we use Gorgotha, for the most part, that's going to take out the entire board whenever it does indeed end up doing its cast. But we'll go for a yellow right there, get a little bit of our mana. I was trying for a brown there as well. We did not end up getting it, unfortunately. Surprised it didn't get full mana right there. I believe I'm just going to go for a Oh! I am much more afraid of the Famine than I am of the other thing, of the what's it called? Mang. So I'm just going to ignore that. Also, I kind of forgot I need to try keeping the hero alive, because if we don't, we're going to get death marked like crazy. And oh no, this team is not set up to really deal with death mark that well. It can easily win against death mark team, especially if our Gorgotha doesn't die. But that's definitely something I do not want to have to deal with. Though we are going to have to deal with its extremely high skull damage if we don't end up killing it. Oh, never mind. But we end up killing it. At least we ended up doing so off of a extra turn, so that will help us some. Well, now it basically comes down to, do we die off a death mark? For safety's sake, I think I'm going to throw a Gorgotha here to ensure that we at least get one Gorgotha. Let's see, no extra turn. Ooh, okay. Now we just need to hope that 3 of our troops do not die to death mark. So far, so good. Though none of them actually cleanse, so that's not the greatest. We'll throw down a Moloch and kill out his Famine. Come on, let's see if we can get lucky enough. 3 of them death marks. Come on, 0 deaths. Okay, good. Still 0 deaths, so still none of them have cleansed. Also, even though the chance to cleanse increases every single turn, there's always a static 10% chance that they're just randomly going to die. And this still applies even if they, even if it's a 100% chance that the following turn will end up cleansing. There's still a 10% chance they'll die, because the 10% chance rolls before the percent chance to revive rolls. So, yeah, we could still die at any moment, even though we keep stacking. I think they have next turn like a 40% chance that they'll cleanse, but even on that turn, there's still a 10% chance that before that even gets rolled, that will trigger and kill them. Okay, we'll just go for a skull right there. And luckily, we are not death marked on it, so it won't get 2 times damage, even though that wouldn't really do much to a granite skin. We do have Famine. I think I might just throw it for the sake of getting him off, simply because there's a chance he will die. So I might as well utilize him while he's still alive. Exactly why I did it. Exactly why I just did that. Case in point. So that worked out perfectly. So we'll go and do our explosion right here. We'll go do it on yellow, so there's enough skulls that will kill. I should have taken the purple there as well. I guess that didn't really matter. But we got our summon, so we still maintain full points. Doesn't actually matter what color the summons are. It just matters if you get a summon. And then you still end up maintaining the full points. Also, hello, Bjorn. Welcome. Also, hello, many of the other people who I may not said hello to. Sorry that I'm not looking at chat as much. Let's see. I think I said hi to everyone. I answered that. Answer that. Okay, I think I've answered everything. But yeah, if you guys still have any questions or anything, if it's like team related, I can show it all at the end or kind of just talk about it. But yeah, if you still have anything to mention, feel free to leave them in chat, and we can still going over it. This video will be shorter than like what you would normally see from a stream, because this is mainly just for recording, or recording. I'm doing like asterisks, as if you can see. I keep forgetting you can't see my face, but this is technically just us recording it while talking to you guys and kind of just having fun. Our actual stream will be later in about 2.5 hours, so we'll be still doing our normal stream as we do every Monday and Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You smell summon. Hello, Falcaroy. Welcome. I know, so many things every single turn. It's pretty nice. Oh gosh, not another side. Why are so many of them from this guild running a similar team like this? Also, hello, Chris Tigger. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me go switch my banner back to the blue-purple and just get it down. Let's see. Also, we will be doing the best teams video of 3.0 probably tomorrow. We're going to try to get it out, mainly because I believe we will have access to show the beta version by Thursday. So I want to try saving Thursday for that. So hopefully I'll be able to get out the full best teams video tomorrow. It won't actually go over any Guild War teams because I pretty much already went over Guild War teams in another video, and I basically do that every single one of these videos that we do like 6 times a week in a way. So I'm not doing one specifically for that, but as we have done for months upon months now, I will be doing the best teams video for the version, which I haven't done for this version yet, even though the next version is like 3 weeks away. But better late than never. I normally do wait a little while. I almost feel like waiting till next week too, because next week has a really nice troop that's coming in that will be pretty good within the meta as far as which troops are pretty good at the moment. But I will be doing it tomorrow though, most likely. And if not tomorrow, it'll probably come in early Thursday. Let's see. We'll go for, I think, just a skull. Or then again, it doesn't matter if I give it a skull right now, as long as I don't take yellow or brown mana. So maybe I'll just take a green or something. The only problem is if I take green, there isn't really much of a benefit I'm going to get. So I might just go for the skull, get this Scion out the way. I do not want to have to deal with this Scion too much. I prefer just to get it out and then go from there. Also, one thing to note this week, which I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, is that we are, I believe, the lowest rank I've ever been, mainly because it was kind of just messing around when we were finishing up last week. But currently, I am the second to lowest rank that you can be within a guild. Not the recruits, but the whatever the one right above it is. I completely forget their names. Other than that, number 1 is Paragon. But yeah, we did go down to that, so we have quite a bit less stats than what we normally do. This plays a very, very minimal role, but of course, it's helpful to have more stats. Definitely very helpful, but oh well. We'll go and I guess we kind of just wait. I can't take the purple right there. I guess we could go, oh, no, I can't even take the green. If I take the purple or the green, he gets a skull. So we're just going to throw the Moloch at his first troop. Maybe should have done it on Famine, but oh well. He'll take a purple right there. We'll take the skull. And is that enough damage? No, it is not. I really wish that was. Well, we're going to have to take it. And one more poke will be enough to clear it out. Might even be able to do it off of Explosion, which would also be nice to do. So we'll just go for some of our mana there. I believe I'm going to try getting my Famine up in hopes that he doesn't get his first. So it's a race of the famines. Unfortunately, there does not appear to be any way that we can take our famine mana. So I might just have to go for purple, throw down an Amnesia, and oh no, giving him yellows. That will go straight into famine. Oh no. Oh no. What does he aim at? Don't do Amnesia. No, no! 1 HP, the save. The save. The save. Well, that was way, way too close. Wow. He better not mang it. Oh, he's gonna mang it. He's gonna mang it, and then we lose points. Oh, come on, it's already day 1 and we're already losing points. But I guess I'll go for, how should I go about this? Go for the blues? No, we can try for yellow there too, though we do not get it. I'm really curious if he's gonna be smart enough to mang it or not. We're gonna need to drain that, like now. Let's see. There's no point in trying to rush up my famine. I might as well just keep denying out all his browns and reds until we can get something up. So the problem is he might end up getting famine up in that time. But as long as we keep going for red and brown every single turn, we should be able to keep him from killing our Amnesia. Oh, that doesn't help. No. 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 Please, something get mana. Something get mana. Something get a Skull Distract. Let's see. How do we go about this? Yeah, I think we just lose this. Or at least we lose one of our things. Hello, Sans. Welcome. Where's the face cam? I don't do face cams for when we're going to be recording the, for the Guild War videos. I will be doing it for all of our normal streams, though, as we normally do. But for these, I'm just keeping it basically as I normally do any of my normal videos, except with a chat there. Just to make sure I block the screen as minimally as possible. But yeah, we haven't gotten rid of the face cam. We just don't do it for this particular video. Okay. So we did not get a Skull Distract. I just need to hope he's not smart enough to go for it. No, he's smart enough to go for it. Well, there goes some of our points. Not too much, though. I think we lose about 120 points because of that, as long as we don't lose another troop. So that's not too bad. But, yep, there it goes. On the bright side, at least it didn't get any attack, because it ended up aiming at one that had no armor. So, I guess that wasn't the worst thing that could happen. Actually, it technically was, but because now we don't get max points. But at least he doesn't really have much that he can do at this point, since he wasted all of his attack bonus at getting... actually, does he even... I don't think he got any attack bonus, because it only gains attack based on how much armor you destroy, and he destroyed 0 armor. So he should have got nothing out of that. But right now, we just need to get our famine up, and I believe we finally got this one before he got his. So that's pretty helpful. We only have 6 explosions, but I only need that to hit 3 green mana. Actually, let me just take... No, not take the skull. I forgot. He still has Death Knight class. Still have to worry about that. And the only thing that we have that can really get... Wow, you gotta be kidding me. 1 mana short. Okay, that's not good. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the greens. As that is... Oh, take the blue. Take the greens, because that's one of our only options. We have 2 different ways that we can take it. I guess we'll take it for the yellow as well, because why not? We need the yellow for our Gorgotha, even though it has 0 magic right now. Oh no. At least it gets skull distracted. But, okay, so that's fine. He'll take the blue, then he'll take the skull, and then we'll drain all of his mana. So him getting 1 billion mana right now is actually not that big a deal. Okay, and he even left that for us, so I think I might go for it right now, since that's a guaranteed extra turn, and we're not frozen, so there's no way that we couldn't not get it. We'll take the brown right there as well, so there's full mana, even though we don't really use the Gorgotha. But, hopefully don't lose Gorgotha. That's actually a possibility now as well. But we'll throw the famine down on his famine, and a little bit off on the kill, but we will have to keep poking at him. Wait till he gets a little bit more, and then I'll Moloch him, just so we can get some of our own famine mana up. So we'll just keep taking our mana, not even going to bother using Gorgotha for the rest of the battle, since he has such a ridiculously low magic right there. He's only going to do 3 explosions. Yeah, glad you could make it, Sans. Let's see. Yeah, normally my stream days are Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday for Gems of War. Other games I tend to throw just here and there on occasion. I do want to start doing other games a little bit more frequently. I tried doing it like daily, on a daily schedule, but then I couldn't keep up with the daily schedule of that. So now I kind of just do the other ones sporadically, but the Gems of War ones I always do. Also, these Guild War battles are now pretty sporadic as well as far as the times that we do them. Though even prior, they were kind of sporadic as far as when I uploaded them. But I'll try to post at least a couple hours in advance for the Guild War battle things for when we actually do these. Though they will be just uploaded afterwards anyway, so it doesn't even matter if you miss them. Though these streams are going to be quite a bit shorter as far as like for the Guild War streams. They're probably going to go for about an hour, if even that long. Mainly because the main thing that we're going to be doing in each one of them is just the standard Guild War battles, not much more than just that. So right here we will be going and I think throwing down the famine. I might just wait a little while. The only problem is there's so many skulls on the board right now, and I might just need to take some of them at this point. So we'll take one, he'll take the other. I need to make sure Gorgotha doesn't die, and the problem is he is 2 shots away, approximately. Actually, probably 2, because once we get to the famine, he'll be hitting 1 higher. So 2 shots away, not to mention, he's probably going to get the kill at this point. I have no way to stop his trait specifically. So let's go and throw this down at the later famine, mainly because we're going to be Moloch killing for that one. So I don't need to really care about it. Plus now we can delay his HP a bit longer. So let's just keep taking our yellows, keep taking our greens, browns. It'll not only deny out him, we also need it just so we can keep getting our famine off. And as I mentioned, Gorgotha is basically useless to us, so no point in casting that. Just waiting till he gets a little bit more mana, even though we don't need it for the boost ratio. I'm just doing it because the longer we keep him alive, the longer he's blocking the other famine. So probably next turn we're going to go and drain him, since we pretty much have our famine up. Never mind, we do have our famine up. So now's the time that we'll go Moloch kill that. So that will get rid of all the mana that we have to deal with. And then, oh no. Okay, he'll get skull distracted soon. And then we'll go from there. You think you accidentally traveled 80 years into the future? What? Let's see. Do I have a business email? Yes. It's posted on my YouTube channel underneath the About section. If you need to do that for whatever reason. Please don't email unless it's actually business related, because I would probably just ignore whatever it is. If you need to contact me about anything Gems of War related that needs to be private, just do it through the Gems of War forum. But if it is something business related for whatever reason, feel free to just send me an email and I'll get around to it. Because I normally just use that email for personal stuff and for, well, just mainly just personal stuff, like business stuff, family, conversations, stuff like that. Well, let's go, and I might actually just throw the Famine first. I was going to use the Moloch, but he's accumulated so much mana, I might as well just throw this. It'll also make sure he doesn't get a Mangoth. And there, all we have to do now is kill out his hero. We somehow need this to survive, so at this point, I can just kill out his other Famine, and all we have to do is kill this without any attack. Wow, I didn't even realize that. We have 0 attack and 0 magic on our Gorgotha now. That is a bit unfortunate. So our only way to kill it now is off of Moloch and Famine. Probably just Moloch the entire time because it gets up much quicker than what the Famine will. So yeah, we will have to take skulls whenever they're available, just so we make sure we get a little bit more points off of it. But there we go, and now we'll throw down the drain right there, and we'll still have to deal with one more mana accumulation to be able to take care of him. But for now, we'll throw that down, get our little poke, and just need to dodge all the skulls. Eventually, if we reduce his attack enough, we can actually survive an additional shot. Actually, he might be low enough now that we will. 75% of 19. Isn't that only 4? I believe that is only 4 damage. So we actually do get to survive, even if he does get a skull. Though I am not going to bait him. I'm going to try keeping him not getting a skull for as long as possible, just in case. But yeah, we should actually be safe, even if he does get one. So, I don't know. Should we take it or should we not? I'm pretty sure, yeah, 16. 75% of that would only be a quarter, and that would definitely be only 4 damage. It would not get rounded up for whatever reason. So yeah, let's just try taking it for the extra turn. Perfect. Actually, we don't even need it. We can just... Actually, do we take the yellow? I might just take the skull, play it safe. Yeah, I'm just going to take the skull. We get the yellow out of it anyways. So we'll do that. Just play it safe. And I believe we do get to survive his shot, though. Oh, we do have to watch out for him getting manged. Oh, wait, maybe I should just skull distract him. Oh. 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 Yeah, I need to skull distract him. So yeah, we survive with 1 HP. All we need is 1 HP. Oh, come on, he didn't get his mana. I'll need a Gorgotha. I need Gorgotha to land. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh, what do we do here? We'll take the blue down. And... do I bother taking the skull? He doesn't appear to have anywhere he can go. So I think I will take the skull there. And then we Gorgotha. If he doesn't give us alignment on colors, and he does not. So now we Gorgotha with only 3 explosions and hope he does not get a skull out of it. Okay, we got Moloch, and I think we win. He'll get full mana, but we get the kill, and down he goes. Okay, well that was a very, very, very weird battle, but we ended up surviving with a 0 magic, 0 attack, 1 HP Gorgotha, and unfortunately our Amnesia did get nearly one shot. It survived with 1 HP, and then got tapped out with a Mang. But yep, that one, at least we got to keep 3 of them. So that wasn't too bad. I think we only lost like 120 points, which out of 3,000 or 6,300 isn't excessively huge. And we can switch back. What? Wait, what? This is the Paragon? What? I think he might accidentally be using his PvP team, or maybe this is stronger than I think. I don't know. I don't believe it is. We'll find out in a moment. Now let me switch back to brown yellow. That really threw me off. He's using an all giant team without Titan. Really that's all giant, right? Yeah, Elemental, Desert Troll, Yarrow. Death Neo's a little bit of an odd weapon, though it is one of the better if he's going red-purple. I don't know why it says green there. Visual bug. And true damage, plus a bunch of barriers. I guess the barriers could be annoying, because I don't really have a way to remove barriers that well, other than from the very first troop with an explosion. So that might be the only really bad factor coming towards us, but other than that, this almost feels like a normal PvP battle for the most part. So we'll just go into it and see what we can do. Giants hit hard this week. Yeah, they actually do hit pretty hard. Oh yeah, if it gets looping, that might be an issue. Euro can almost 4 or 5 shot us, and then he can kill us off with a Death Kneel, but we'll see what happens. Probably just going to go down the line. Not to mention, he has 50% stats, 64 attack. That's actually really high. Luckily, he doesn't have any stun. Even though he has Clobber for 2 times against stunned, he doesn't actually have a stun on his team. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Giants are really, really large this week. Oh, when is my next stream of the Escapist? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow is when we are next doing the Escapist stream. And it will probably be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But the only guaranteed one at this point is tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure that will be the schedule for it, though. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing it until we finish all the jails, though I don't know if I'll do the absolute hardest one, but we will at least give it a shot. Currently, we're only on the first moderate one, and it's already quite difficult, but we'll see how far we can get. Okay, so we'll go, and I think I should actually take skulls. So we are going to go for it. I do have to make sure I take every yellow when I can, though. I don't mind him denying out his own yellows, but we also need to be taking yellow. It's actually pretty nice when he takes his own yellow, because that's going to make the Desert Troll a lot less effective, so we don't need to really deal with his doubling capability. Also, for any of you that didn't hear me mention it earlier, I believe I mentioned it last stream. I didn't in the video because they didn't give us that information yet, but they are going to be working the trolls in the next patch, or it's not going to happen like specifically when the next patch comes, but a little bit later into the next patch. They're going to be modifying trolls with a slight buff, which may make them all viable, because currently they're not really viable unless they have 50%, and even then they're not really viable. But all the trolls are going to have 11 mana cost, and instead of just doubling the number of gems, they're going to double the number of gems and then add 4. So for example, if he was to cast right now, he would normally do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He would normally add 14 yellows to this board, but as of when they modify it, he will add 18, so 4 additional to that. So that should make them quite a bit more viable. Currently, you don't really use them unless there is like the mid-range of double digits on the board. So once they do that, you could probably, once they add the +4 to it, you could probably use it with as little as like 9 or 10 of their color on the board, which is a lot more viable than currently, where you'd basically have to have the entire board filled to even really be able to land them. But we'll throw down Gorgotha here. Luckily, we do not have to deal with famine, so we don't have to have any of that really high stat reduction going on us. And really nice, we do end up getting that off. We do have a famine available, and I believe I will go for the skull poke right there. And down that goes. Or actually, we still need a little bit more of a poke. Hello, Marcus. You got the new troops: Guards Avatar, Behemoth, Borealis, Emperor Corvash, Keeper of Souls, Scion, Shadow Dragon, and Shegra. That's quite a few nice ones. Nice. Guards Avatar is mythic, and the rest are legendary. Yeah, you might want to build something around Guards Avatar then, especially if you already have all the kingdoms upgraded. It's a pretty nice troop to have around. It's really good against Daemons, and of course Famine and Deaths are quite overused these days, even after they got slightly nerfed. Probably even after the Death Mark change, they'll probably be used. But then again, Death will probably, after the Death Mark gets changed, Death will probably be used quite a bit less, and people may, I don't know exactly what the meta will be once they change over everything. They're going to be modifying Barrier next patch to make sure that all the Devours other than Kraken are going to be a lot weaker than what they currently are, most specifically Cabarrus. And surprisingly, Great Maul is going to be quite a bit weaker too, even though he's kind of not really used that much, but he's indirectly going to get nerfed from trying to nerf out the Cabarruses. But yeah, Barrier will be able to stop Devour, assuming that the Devour triggers first. This Devour triggers first on every single troop that has Devour, with the only exception being the Kraken. Kraken does damage and then does the Devour, so Kraken will still be able to devour even Barrier troops as of next patch, even though all other troops will have basically immunity to it through Barrier. Let's see. Okay, what do we do? I think we'll go for a Famine and just get Yarl down. Yeah, this team is what I thought. It's going down really, really easy. Maybe on other days it might be a little bit harder because we won't have as much drain to deal with it. Particularly any day we don't have a Famine or a Corvash. Might be a little bit annoying. Like when we do Kraken Day, if we don't get immediate Devour, it might be a little hard. But yeah, this seems pretty straightforward and easy so far, which I was expecting. But we'll go and start hitting on this one. Want to save the hero for last. He is using Death Knight class instead of Titan, so we do need to be wary of that. Let's see. We'll go for greens. Get the explosions down. It eats first and then damages second, but the animation shows damage first. Yeah, visually it looks a bit weird, but yeah, Cabarrus and basically every Devour in the game does roll their Devour chance before they roll their damage, or do their damage, I should say. But yeah. And of course, Kraken is pretty obvious that it does it in reverse order, mainly because it has like a whole delay. It has like a 2-second delay before it does its damage, and then it does this little Devour thingy. Not quite sure why they made it reverse, but that will make Kraken quite a bit more powerful than any other Devour option, even though it was already insanely good. It's going to be even better as of next patch, since Barrier will not be able to block it. So get ready for all the Troll Kraken loop teams. It's probably going to be the new meta or something. We'll find out. That, unless they fix the order that it goes in. They might end up just doing that as well, which would probably be the best solution, to be honest. I actually don't mind if he's broken that way, though. Or not really broken, but I wouldn't mind if they had at least one troop doing it in a different order. It's just there's a lot of weird troops that have, like, similarly worded abilities that end up doing completely different things. Kraken's ability is worded correctly, in that it would do the Devour afterwards. But there are some troops that are worded like exactly the same, yet they do something different. The most notable of this would be something like the Satyr Magician compared to some of the other troops that also say that they hit 2. Because the Satyr Magician cannot hit 2, if there's only one troop remaining, it cannot hit that troop twice. Whereas many other things that do a double hit can hit the final troop twice. Which is a bit odd that it can't, but that's just one instance of it. There are many others as well. I just can't think of any off the top of my head. There's a lot of smaller instances of it where different wording does, or where the same wording does different things. Okay, and that's match. So we only end up losing one troop. We'll see how many points we actually lost from that. My guess was 120. Hopefully it's even less than that, but probably somewhere within that general ballpark. And let's see. We end up losing, yep, exactly, 120 points for losing our one Amnesia, one of those battles. So not really losing that much then. So does anyone have any last minute questions or anything for me to answer before we head out? I will be making these, as I mentioned, mainly just like I normally would with the Guild War battle, and normally right here I would conclude the video, but of course we'll just take any questions. I will be back in the stream later, of course, for the real stream, where we'll be going over all teams and just messing around with stuff. We'll be doing that in about 2 hours from now, or actually 2 hours and 18-ish minutes. But if you guys have any other things to mention, feel free to leave them now, and we'll get around to them. Or if I happen to miss anything that you guys were mentioning, also feel free to leave those as well. Let me see. Let me read through some of this. Hello, Cassandra. Welcome. Wondering if there will be any trait skills that will lessen spell damage. Currently, there does not appear to be any that are coming, though that would be really nice. I've been wanting something like that for a while as well. But currently, I don't believe there's anything within the files that has any spell damage reduction. There really isn't anything that can really reduce that at the moment. There's only 2 traits that kind of help with that. Stealthy. If I can spell stealthy, come on. Stealthy trait allows targeted spells to not be able to hit. And the only other thing that even remotely kind of protects against it is the Inscribed. Let's see, like all the few troops that have Inscribed, which gains 1 armor every single cast, both of which don't really help that much. Stealthy definitely helps quite a bit more. But you like Destroy versus Impervious, 25% gone. Core of Ashes, oh yeah. There are a couple of troops that can destroy. Not that many. I believe there's only like Assassin and Dracos 1337 are the main 2 destroying troops as of this current moment in time. What's a good team with Scion? Basically anything that will feed its mana in a way. Actually, you can put just about anything behind a Scion, to be honest. Generally, you put it in true damage teams of any kind, mainly because it also does true damage. The amount of true damage Scion does is pretty minimal, but it does start adding up if you're using other true damage with it as well. But the main purpose of using Scion, and the only real purpose, is first slot, fully traded, is about the only thing you can use Scion for. Mainly because it drains the enemy's mana every single time it takes skulls. And then it will get all of its mana, throw down its true damage, drain all of their mana down. And it's really good with Famine if you have. If you don't have Famine, you normally build it around true damage with a Valkyrie in your team. Valkyrie will give you souls, plus it will give you blue into your Scion. It'll give you blue into another blue option like Crimson Bat or Draculus or something, if you happen to have either of those. And then you just put like one more support or true damage troop in the game, or into your team, and then it'll pretty much be good to go. Oh yeah, my age, I'm 22. I am 22. As far as my age, yep. Let's see. I'm not 16. I'm 22. But yeah. And I believe that's all the questions. Anything else? Anything else before we head out? You lie. Nope, I'm 22. 23 on November 4th. Let's see. 1994. Okay, well, I think I will be heading off then. We will be back soonish, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and do all of that. Are you getting a console? No, I unfortunately am not getting a console. I was slightly thinking about getting the Nintendo Switch, but I've been slightly hesitant to it, as starting November, they will be charging for online features. So that would just be an extra monthly expense that I really don't have the money for. Not to mention, I'd rather put the money into a new computer than getting a Nintendo Switch or something. So as of this current moment, I do not have any up-to-date system, or really any system here. I used to have quite a few of the older Nintendo systems. Well, technically I still do. I just don't have them here. I used to have the N64, Wii U, Nintendo DS, all those kind of things. But yeah, as far as modern systems, I don't really deal with system-based gaming anymore. I mainly just do PC gaming as like 99% of my gaming these days. Actually, technically, it's actually like 100% of my gaming these days. So yeah, I'm basically just a PC gamer as of this current moment in time. Will I ever get consoles again? Maybe. If I ever do, I'll probably do some kind of content for it. Though as of this current moment, I'm not really looking into consoles. But yeah, anyways, I will be heading off for now, guys. I'll see you all later, and yeah, have a wonderful day. Best of luck in Guild Wars. If you still have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below after the video, or just anywheres, or catch a stream later and just ask them during any future stream. Anyways, thank you all. I'm waving as if you guys can see me waving goodbye, but I'm still not used to doing a face cam. I don't know, maybe I will need to bring a face cam back. I'll need to pull it later, because I know quite a few people actually don't want a face cam on these, but I don't know. we'll pull it later and kind of go from there. I don't mind either way, but anyways, see y'all. Have a wonderful day, and catch you later. Goodbye.